Hello and welcome at Stocks Advisor channel. Here at our channel we are looking for interesting buy opportunities for US-based stocks. Today we will talk about Spark Energy Incorporated, traded at Nasdaq, ticker name SPKE. Well, Spark Energy is today showing kind of a doji candle. It's still intraday. You can see it's yellow-white, meaning that it's still not formed on this daily chart. And it's a little bit higher and elevated in according to previous candles here, so seems like forming a kind of a V or U shape actually in comparison to previous top that was taking place at 25th of October. So now we're in similar levels, and of course the question is where is it going to go further, what's the future rate, so what can we expect here? First of all, let's also note that we have here three moving averages depicted. It's a moving average 20, 50 and 200. Here on the left you see their legends being actually green, blue and red lines correspondingly, so these are the lines. So coming back to the analysis, what we can clearly see here that for Spark Energy, it's already like 4 months. It's actually going very nice upwards trend, almost linear. You can see here, let's start it actually somewhere in the beginning of July. Let's call this trend T1, and what we can see here that this trend was reconfirmed many times, also using moving average 20 and 50 as a support lines here and there. So we can see it's nicely going up, reconfirmed also on 20th of September, and again many times actually reconfirmed. And now what we see, we are following it several days, just bouncing on it and kind of trying to go higher. So what could be seen here? First of all, it seems like we are starting another wave. Also RSI wise, you can see it's going up. So we're starting kind of another wave. Also prices are going high. But the candles that we see here, these are mostly dojis. So it's like very indecisive candles all the time. Dojis, wet dark dojis. This candle is also still a little bit bigger body we have of this candle, but the shadows are a bit high. Again, still to mention, of course, this is not the final candle shape yet. The day trade is not finished, but still you can see it's doji all the way. So seems like indeed we have the wave, but how long it can hold before again breaking down towards T1 or actually even further, that's a question. And because if you look at other parameters like this RSI move, this one very smooth, usually it's not very nice. And you can see here that MACD wise, we're after having a small two waves, slightly going in positive waves, so it's not really that bullish as could be seen. And also if you carefully look at this area, it was recovering like this, meaning that with a negative second derivative, and this is usually a very weak recovery for the wave, meaning that it might again spike down. You can see similar examples here, like we saw in September, it was like this. And similarly, you can see on the second part here in beginning of July, end of June, similarly like this. So if you see something like that, usually means there will be another downward spike. At least it's like a pressure for this. And that's exactly what we see here. So to be most safe, what could happen tomorrow, it might open with spike, of course, but maybe it's not wise to enter now and to play on this current wave. It's better to wait for a correction, because when correction will come, it should pierce at least towards moving average 50 here. And the reason for that is the fact that moving average 20, if you can carefully look, it's bending now. So it's going like this. So it's bending. Its second derivative is negative now, and its derivative is 0. So it's bending, but still moving average 50 is kind of going like this. So it's still positive. So it might form either a magic cross down when moving average 20 will hit from the top moving average 50, or they will just touch each other like we saw in October here. You see they were just following each other together. So we might have this situation as well. Anyway, it would mean that the price might pierce still next support level, and the first support level will be in the vicinity of moving average 50 this case, and also at about 9. So this would be the first support line should the price pierce a little bit further down, which is not really expected, but in any case, here is another support level we can expect here. And that being said, the third support line is actually here. So not given we go that low, but just as always, we try to look all possible risks and opportunities. Therefore, we draw this one as well. And with these lines being called and named S1, S2, and S3, we can actually now look at the supports and place what we can do. So first, of course, it would be wise to wait until the piercing towards S1 channel. So anything in the vicinity of S1 will be the first buy. Should the price pierce further down, then actually anything between immediately starting S2 and further S3 would be another entry level. And here it is advised to buy with 1 to 2 average down, meaning that the money you can play here, you can split in 3 portions, and then you can buy with 1 and average down with 2 according to the analysis given here. So that would be the simplest play for Spark Energies at the moment. Overall, the T1 trend still might be either reconfirmed after the recovery, or if we go all the way till the second circle, then it's advised to exit at S1 line, because then it would mean that upwards trend T1 is probably going to temporarily downwards trend, and overall the trends will form something like zigzagging, where this will be T1, then the new downwards trend, and this might be then T2. We will see later how it goes indeed, but for the moment seems like that's the pattern is about to form. If we go to the second circle, if we rebound from the first one, we still might follow T1 trend a little bit longer. But again, to remember, historically for 4 months we never pierced it. So if we pierce it now, it probably would mean that we are kind of changing our, let's say, trading channels, because also you can clearly see here is another ceiling line, elevating ceiling line, let's call it R1, and actually this will also define to where we can have a spike, and today we almost touched it, so it was used as a resist line here. That would be probably the, let's say, the blocker from the top, and after that we will actually have our correction that was just depicted and discussed here. So on this, I would say spike is overall interesting to wait, maybe a couple of days, then I might be working somewhere closer to mid and second half of this trading week. So indeed, very interesting to play with and quite safe gain. You can do 10-15% easily, but don't be too greedy. Again, average down wisely and be patient. That's the most important for overall for trading, of course, stocks and actually trading with this one as well. So and that this is all for Spark Energy at the moment in this episode. Also, if you're first time watching our video on our channel, please don't forget to subscribe and press the button. This way you will not miss our new videos and new interesting discussions for US based stocks. Also, as you can see here, we give an advice in, let's say, from 2 to 5 weeks in advance. So meaning that you can watch old videos. The date of the video just means the time when it was placed on the channel. It's not that it's outdated. So if you watch older videos, maybe the situation discussed there is just about to happen. So you can place your alerts on the price and take the play and make some profit if you like the analysis. On this, thank you and see you at another episode at Stocks Advisor channel.